All right, I'm going to try to make this clear for all you newbies. So when you've got to the point where you've gotten approved, you've added your bank account, and you're ready to go, square one, here's what you're going to have to do to purchase a stock. Very, very simple, very easy. So this is your home screen. Whenever you push the webull button, that's what everybody calls it, the webull button. Sometimes it's in the shape of a microphone. Just tap it anyways, and takes you to your pin. I'll type that real quick. And it takes you to this screen. This is my sister's brand new account she just signed up for. Okay, so she put in 50 bucks. And, oh, there's an order yet. So when you're putting money in, you're just going to click transfers up at the top. This is your asset page. You click transfers. You click deposit. She just put one in, so you can click make another deposit if you want. And you just type in the dollar amount, whatever you want it to be. Boom, good to go. So that's that. And you're all going to have instant buying power, $1,000 or less. It's available within about 30 seconds. It's very simple. And it takes about 3 days to settle. So once you get the funds in there and you purchase the stock, you can't sell it until those funds are settled. 3 business days, kind of like a check clearing, same thing. So anyways, once you're done with that, you go back to your watch list page. You're going to type search. Oops. And then you can either type in the name of the company if you know it, or you can type in the ticker. I recommend typing in the ticker. If you don't know it, you can always ask me. Rocket Lab, for example, is RKLB. Now, when you type in the ticker, because you see there's 2 here, right? There's RKLW, delisted. This is when they were raising funds to start the company. Equity firms, investment firms start these, and then once they have the money and they go public onto the stock exchange, in this case the NASDAQ, it's officially listed. So it's usually always going to be the top one, but you'll notice it's a W at the end of it. You always want the one that's the exact ticker, RKLB, never a W on the end. You're just going to click it. It's going to take you to the screen. Right now it's at $8.40. It's going to load the chart. You're going to click trade at the bottom. Oops. And then that's going to bring you to this screen. Always make sure you're on green, buy. You're going to go to this limit button. You're going to put it to market. I'll explain that in a different video. You're going to type in your quantity, 10, right? And now let's just assume that your buying power, right? So let's say you put in 100 bucks. That's going to show up right here for your buying power. Now, if you put in 100 bucks and you want 10 shares, right here is estimated how much it's going to cost. It says estimated because when it's a market, you know, by the time you get from that screen, the stock screen, to this screen, the price might have gone up a penny. So if it's a limit order, that just means if you put in, you know, right now it's 841. Well, if you type in 841, that's just the max price you're willing to pay per share. I guess I don't have to do it in another video. Simple enough. So right now, limit 841. That means it will not charge more than $8.41 per share to your account. That is the most you will pay for that stock. If it goes to 842, the order will not fill. You'll have to cancel it and readjust the price to get it to fill and hope it didn't go up another penny. So I use market for almost everything, especially when the stock is moving slow. There's not much action going on. So you have your estimated amount, your buying power over here. Time and force, just always leave it on day because none of you are really going to be trading after hours. Although when you do first sign up, you get 3 free months of level 2 data, which means you can trade pre-market from 4 a.m. to 9:30 and after hours from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And those orders don't always fill because there's not as much volume. But sometimes on the bigger companies, you can always buy or sell after hours or pre-market. And then you're just going to click buy, and then you're going to click confirm. And that's it. Now, once you're done, you're going to go back and hit your back button from here. Back. And you're going to go to your watch list screen. And then from there, you're going to hit your webull button. and then you're going to make sure you're back on assets, and what you just bought will be right here under my positions, right? So my sister bought 5 shares. Now, I left this up for an example. Here's what happens when you put in a limit order and it doesn't fill. This morning it dipped and it was around 8:20 or so, and I thought, well, she only had 8.15 left in her account, so I put on a limit order to see if it dropped down to 8.15. It never did, so the order is just stuck here in limbo. Well, this $8.15 is not available. Even though the order didn't fill, it won't be available in your account. So basically, you go to that order, you just click on it. If it doesn't fill, and you click cancel order, yes, boom, you'll get an instant notification. You go back, and then you're going to go to your assets and let's see, refresh it. Cash balance is back to 8.15, the price of that limit order. So that money's now back in there. So if your order doesn't fill and you do a limit order, it'll be right there in your orders and it'll say 1 order, right? Or however many orders you have in. But it'll say 1 order, you'll cancel it, your money will come back, and then you can start over again and do the order. You will never have to deal with this if you're using market orders. So just a little tip. On this screen, unsettled cash. So she deposited 50. There's 8.15 available. So right now, the unsettled funds are what she spent on this, right? The exact price of what she spent on this. So after like 2-3 days, that'll go away. And this number down here, whatever the price is, your value, will be up there. None of you are going to worry about options. You don't need to know any of that. You're not going to trade it, but that's the one you're going to constantly be looking at. When you make a deposit, let's say you deposit $100 and you don't see it come up right here, just pull down on the screen and do a refresh and just keep doing that until it refreshes. And within usually 30 seconds to a minute, that $100 will pop up. Boom, you're good to go. And then you can just go to your watch list, search for whatever stock you want, purchase it. Piece of cake.